everyone! It's time for our very first how-to summer reading crafting session here at the Spruce Pine Public Library, and I am so happy to be doing this with all of you. My name is Miss Katie, and when you come in to sign up for summer reading, which I hope you already have, but if you haven't, I'll see you soon, I will give you one of these very special reading logs for Tales and Tales. And this is where you can write down what you've been reading. So you can put the name of the book and the author who wrote it in here. We also have some special challenges on the back. And if you complete a certain number of the challenges, then we will have a special prize for you. And we will also try to have a special prize for you whenever you come in and show us your reading log to share with us what you've been reading this summer. There's also a bookmark that I will give you. It's pretty cool. It has all of our different crafting sessions on here with the dates. And it has some of my favorite books on the back. So if you need any suggestions and you're not sure what you might want to check out at the library, you can look for one of these books or ask a librarian and we'll help you find them. Today we're going to talk a little bit about sloths. I like sloths. Do you? Sloths are super cool because they move so slow. Did you know that a sloth has a very slow metabolism? That means that when they eat and drink, it takes them a long time to use the food and water and turn it into energy. They can use that energy for a long, long time. So if a sloth had to walk a mile to school in the morning, he wouldn't get there because it would take him a month to go a mile on the ground. A month! Now, luckily, sloths don't have to walk on the ground. They're not very good at it, and they're not very fast, so they go around in trees. They have these fingers, claws, that look like hooks, and some sloths have 3 hooks, and some sloths have 2. So there are 2-toed sloths, and there are 3-toed sloths. And even though sloths really aren't that big, they're like, the size of like a kind of little dog. They're pretty strong for their size. And the other cool thing about their really slow metabolism, they eat maybe a leaf an hour, and they only have to use the bathroom 1 time a week. 1 time. And so that is pretty much one of the only times that they come down out of the trees where they live. Oh, we didn't even talk about the trees. They live in trees in the rainforest in Central and South America. Now that's pretty far away from here. So you're not going to wake up one night and look out your bedroom window and see a sloth. But you can look at some pictures of some on the internet with your parents. And also, we have lots of cool books about sloths in the library. This is one of my favorites. It is called Sloth at the Zoo. So let's look at this book together, because I think it's pretty funny. Sloth at the Zoo by Helene Becker. One bright day, let me move this around so you can see it. One bright day, a trug whizzed up to the front gate of the zoo. There was an animal being delivered. Can you guess what it is? It was a sloth. It took a long time for the zookeepers to get the sloth out of the truck. First, she had to wake up. Then she needed a sip of water and a bit of a stretch, too. When she finally looked around, the sloth was perplexed. You see, she thought her new home would be pretty laid back. Rest and relax at the zoo. But this was the Zoom, not the zoo. At the Zoom, the zebras galloped so fast that their stripes fell off in puddles. The monkeys climbed so fast that they forgot to stop at the treetops, and the parrots flew so fast their tails drew rainbows across the sky. What's all this fuss about? Wondered the sloth. After a few weeks, the sloth was ready to make a new friend. So she called out, "Hello, cheetah. Where are you going in such a rush?" "No time to chat. Busy, busy, busy. Don't you have anything to do?" said the cheetah. The sloth nodded. "Of course. I have to listen to the sh, sh, sh of the wind in the leaves." A few weeks later, the sloth called to the monkeys. "Hello! Would you like to hang with me?" "Can't stop now!" the monkeys shrieked. "We're running ever so late." They raced up and down and round the jungle gym. The sloth shrugged her shaggy shoulders, and then she chose a comfy spot where the sun's golden rays would tickle her belly all day long. After a few weeks later, the sloth flagged down the zebras as they zipped by. "I like your stripes," she called. They whinnied their thanks without stopping. The sloth sighed. She shook her shaggy head. "No one here has time." "Quite so," a voice replied. The sloth looked up. Nothing. Then she looked down. There, cupped in a philodendron leaf, was a snail. You see the snail down here? "Why, hello down there," said the sloth. "Nice to meet you." There was a long silence. Then the snail said, "Since you don't seem to be busy, perhaps you'd care to have a snack with me." There was another long, comfortable pause. "I'd be delighted," said the sloth. "But this could take a while." "I'm not in a hurry," said the snail. And now the sloth came down out of the tree. You see, She had to move, and then she had to eat a leaf, and then she goes over here, and then she starts to get down. When the sloth arrived at the snail's leaf, they shared a bite. Then they had a drink. And as the setting sun adorned the sky, they shared a contented sigh. The monkeys swung over. "What are you doing?" The sloth offered them some iced tea. Next came the cheetahs. "What's going on?" Snail offered her sweet green leaves to nibble on. "Mind if we join you?" asked the zebras. Everyone shuffled to make some more room. And as day became night and night became day, the animals at the zoo slowed down. Just long enough to become fast friends. And there are the parrots zooming off. I really liked this book a lot, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. You can find more books about sloths at the library, and some of them have really cool facts too. And I wanted to share something with you. Let me see if I can find it. I found a really funny joke, but I can't get to it. Oh, maybe I can. Here we go. Let's see. My computer didn't work today, so I'm sorry I couldn't do the Zoom call with everyone all together, but we will do that next week. Well, I'll find my joke in a little while. But next I'm going to show you how to make the sloth craft for this week. All of you should have gotten a bag full of pieces for your sloth craft. And inside you should have a little sloth body that's made out of a paper plate. Let's see what else is in the bag. 2 paper clips, or clothespins. Sorry, they look like alligators. 2 clothespins. Those are going to be his legs. And then we have his little face. And to go on his little face, we have googly eyes. Some people call them wiggly eyes. I call them googly eyes, but they wiggle. See? Yeah. All right, so you should have all of those things, and you'll also need some glue. I'm going to show you first what it is we're making. We're going to make a sloth that will hang on a string, or you can put him on your fridge, but here he is. I like him a lot. I have mine in one of the plants at the library, so if you come to the library, next time you can see if you can spot the sloth. He really doesn't move fast at all, but his eyes wiggle. Alright, here's how you make your own sloth. First, you're going to take his little body, and this is his tummy up here. And you're going to want to decide where you can put his head. Now, sloths, they like to look like this, or they like to be upside down. Either way is fine. You're going to take your sloth, and you're going to glue his head on. So, you know, give a little bit of glue, just a little bit, you know, and then you can stick it on there. I think last time I put his head up, so this time I'm going to put his head upside down, like that. And then, for the next part, it's easiest if you lay it down flat. So we're going to pretend that I have my guy flat. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue where I want his clothespin legs to go. So I'm going to put one of them here and one of them here, like that. And then we'll put the legs on top of the glue. Now you want to let this stay flat while it's drying, and it will take a while to dry. You know, if you do it in the morning, it'd probably be ready by the evening, and if you do it at night, then you could go to sleep and wake up in the morning and your sloth would be ready to wake up too. Alright, and now we're going to do his eyes. So put a little bit of glue on each eyeball, and then take your wiggly eyes and put them on. All right, so there's your sloth. Whoops, his leg almost fell off. And let him dry, and he'll be ready in the morning. So that's a little how-to video and a story for you. I hope that I get to meet you all next week, or when you come into the library next time, say hello, and we'll talk about what you've been reading. All right, thanks everyone. Bye.